Hello and welcome to ITC Tech Share. I'm Tom Grissom.
And I'm Danielle Beamon.
Welcome to ITC Tech Share, the show about teaching and learning with technology. And today, Danielle, we're going to go old school.
Okay.
So we're going to be talking a lot today about bulletin boards. And yes, bulletin boards have their own technology. Although it may be low tech, it's something that we place a lot of value on as teachers. One of the comments that we give in the ITC is one of my themes is hands-on, minds-on. So whenever we engage students, we want to give them, things to do, have them active, and particularly for elementary, middle level students, being able to manipulate objects and things is a very important skill, especially today where we get all the screen time.
That's true.
So what we thought we would do today is share some of the bulletin board projects that we've done at the ITC over the years. So we'll go ahead, and I've got a PowerPoint here of several pictures of different bulletin boards that we've done. But first of all, if you've not found us here on the campus of Eastern Illinois University, we are located in Buzzard Hall, rooms 1430 and 1440. And whenever you walk into room 1440, this is what you see. So we have lamination. We do a lot of lamination. This is our teacher-created material side of things. So we do a lot of hands-on projects. So as we go through and look at some of the different bulletin boards, here's an example, just a kind of a common example that we have out there. We usually have different themes and things that we go through, some of the different letters and things that we cut out. And then Danielle, I don't know if you notice here, but we have a little bumblebee there, and it looks like he's got an MP3 player.
Oh, that's really cute.
So that's kind of another theme that we have going throughout the ITC. We do a Tech Talk for Teachers podcast. In fact, you were on our last show.
Yes, I was.
So we do a monthly podcast where we share various technology tips and tricks. And Danielle's joined me, I think, on 2 or 3 different shows. Mm-hmm. So if you've not listened to that, please give that a listen. And we just like to give you some ideas out there with different things that we can do in the ITC. So here's another example, kind of a little movie theme out there. Here we had a group from Taiwan, and they came over, and we made a spatial bulletin board for them. And then the other thing that we were known for in the ITC is bulletin boards kind of have a reputation of just kind of being decorative, but they also stimulate and provide a pleasant atmosphere in the classroom. And one of the things that we're known for is using 3 dimensions. So here you can see a fold out of a balloon, and then we actually hang things down from the ceiling, so we're taking advantage of 3-dimensional space and things. And then Danielle, you recognize that character?
Yeah, that's Olaf from Frozen.
Yeah, Olaf. So we do a lot of lamination, so we kind of pick up on different themes. And as you try drawing Olaf and things, we'll show you a trick here in a moment. But I'm not very artistic, so a lot of times I'll have to resort to a few little different tricks. So let's take a look at a few more here. Here's a circuit board, Tech Talk for Teachers, speaking of that. And you can find us at eiu.edu/ITC. That's our website. Here's another example. We always have a Dr. Seuss week, so he's very popular in children's literature. And here's an example from one of our counseling students, made this one. And here's another example of a 3-dimensional bulletin board. Again, notice that we have the tree that's crumpled up brown paper, and then the honeycomb project that we have available out there. And here's another example. It's hard to tell in this picture, but this is a 3-dimensional airplane. And if we take a different shot at a different angle, you can see that we have the airplane coming out of the bulletin board. In fact, it's the bulletin board right next to us over here that we had that. So whenever you think about using bulletin boards, whether being decorative or also for a particular content lesson, keep that in mind. Star Wars. We're coming up on Star Wars, so we're going to have to do a December Star Wars theme. I don't know how much Danielle's into Star Wars.
I'm honestly not really. Sorry.
That's okay. We will go ahead and take a look here at some of the different things. What I love about Star Wars, when I see this particular bulletin board, I just see math everywhere. So a mathematics teacher would love something like this. We have different little snowflakes and things, and if you look in there, there's a lot of thought and detail going into this. Alderaan, that planet hanging down from the center, that's an icosahedron. And then if we go and look at some of the different origami type work that we do, here is C3PO as a snowflake, so we can talk about symmetry. There's Yoda as a snowflake, and you can find all kinds of different lessons and how to do this out on YouTube out there. There's a lot of different Star Wars theme, and I really like the origami type things. So there's an example where we have X-Wing fighter and then that TIE fighter, and this being able to physically fold the paper, and again, that manipulative that we have out there. And let's take a look here. There's Boba Fett. And here's another very interesting one, particularly for content for science. So Jack and the Beanstalk, the popular children's story. We've got an example where we've have some strings coming down from the ceiling. We actually planted pole bean plants, and this was over a couple of month period. So every day children could come in after the plants emerged, and we kept a little spreadsheet of the growth and everything. So we tied this to content area. They would measure how tall they were and make a spreadsheet, and then we could do some graphing and things. So that was a very popular bulletin board. Now there's Star Wars. As I said, we're coming up in December, so we'll be doing some more Star Wars work. And again, the three-dimensional origami type work. And here's another one. Notice the squirrel, how cute and everything it is. There's no way that I could draw that, so we'll share that secret here in a moment. And right there it is. So you've been involved in drawing some of these things out there. We have an overhead projector where we can go out. In this particular one, we were doing a Cupid bulletin board. So there's one of our students tracing it out, and then we can cut it out and make our bulletin board. So here's an example. The ITC is like a box of tech. And do you notice what the little Cupid character has there? Another
MP3 player?
Listening to?
Tech Talk for Teachers?
That's right. So we kind of have that theme running through just to kind of advertise, let students know that we do a podcast. And here's another example. We have some very talented students, going out and drawing some freehand work. And then also every year around finals time, we like to kind of put out some coloring therapy. So been involved with doing this. I mean, Danielle's one of our graduate assistants. She works in or from the counseling higher education department here. And it's just kind of nice to have some stress relief around finals.
It is. I mean, I'll actually, during the shift, when there's a little bit of extra free time, I'll go over there and I'll color myself because I'm like, whew, it's been a long week and it's a great way to relax.
And we have very large tables, and particularly when you're doing group work and study time. So we'll be putting that out here. We're about 3-4 weeks away from finals. It's coming up quickly. So we'll be doing some of our different coloring things out there as well. And then there's some more examples of some of the different coloring that we do. And then also, we have all of our different Ellison dies. So let's just do a quick demonstration here, Danielle. These are wooden dies that have a stainless steel blade in them. And we've kind of have set up here our Ellison die machine. This is a roller machine. So what an Ellison die is, this is a way to quickly make different bulletin board symbols and different letters and numbers and things. So it's just a wood block with a stainless steel blade and a rubber pad. And then the idea behind this is we place it in the roller, place a plastic cover on top of it, and as it rolls through, it punches the blades up and it cuts out the letters. So Danielle, let's just go ahead and do a quick example.
Okay. So I have the main three components, which will be this plastic cover that would go on top, my piece of construction paper, which is what I want cut. I chose yellow, and then the die cut itself, and it's the letter A.
Okay, so it always goes rubber side up in the paper, and then the plastic cover goes on top. And then when she pushes it through, go ahead, you have the roller there.
Gotta watch your fingers.
Yep, keep your fingers back. The blades press through into the plastic cover, and what do we have?
We have our letter A.
Okay, that quick. So within a matter of seconds, you can have your different letters and things cut out. So as we go through the different bulletin board examples, you may think, well, that's going to take forever if I had to do this the old-fashioned way and cut it out, draw the letters and cut with scissors. Plus, it's not going to look nearly as professional. So that's what the Ellison die machine will do. So let's go ahead and take a look here at some students in action here. So here, a group, and ITC is a very busy place. We have a lot of students coming in all the time.
Yeah, we do.
And another example, again, notice that we took advantage of hanging the chain from the ceiling there, again, taking advantage of three-dimensional space. This one I believe you helped with, didn't you, Danielle?
Yeah.
ITC staff will amaze you on a little Pac-Man bulletin board there. And then there's a nice, cute little squirrel. Sometimes this is another trick. You probably saw that squirrel in a different bulletin board. We can kind of recycle from month to month, and this time we put a little stocking cap on them, and it was going into wintertime. So we went from the fall season into winter, kind of taking advantage of some of those things we did before. And whoops, I just skipped past these are our books. We have 5 shelves of bulletin board books, thematic units and things out there. So when you come to the ITC, if you need a little bit of help, some creative ideas and things, the staff is here to help with that. But we have tons of resources and things out there for you to go ahead and try. And then here's some more examples here. Sometimes we like to get a little bit messy, so we're doing some rainbow painting here. That was a fun bulletin board for the staff to do. And then we'll go ahead and leave it there. So if you're here on the campus of Eastern Illinois University, make sure you stop by. And then Danielle, any last thoughts here as far as students and faculty coming in and creating bulletin boards?
Yeah, well, we have so many people coming in and asking questions, and we have a lot of resources, like you named the books. And then, of course, like the staff is always there to help. So just something to keep in mind.
Yep. So that's it for this low-tech edition of TechShare. So until next time, I'm Tom Grissom.
And I'm Danielle Beamon. Keep on learning.